Today we are diving into the amazing story of how Among Us didn't just become a huge game for the Sidemen,
Oh, would you look at that? Really?
but actually saved the Moresidemen channel. That's right. From one of YouTube's biggest channels nearly going stale,
Name a dead YouTube channel.
I hate being seen as a bad guy.
to millions of views, tons of new fans, and some of the funniest moments we've seen from these guys in ages. So buckle up, because we're going on a wild journey into the world of Among Us, the Sidemen's growth, and the behind-the-scenes magic that makes it all happen. Backstory and initial struggles. Moresidemen was already pretty popular before Among Us ever came along. It was this sort of side channel for the guys to upload extra content, games, and random videos. A way to give fans a little bit more. But like any channel that's been around a while, it started to lose its buzz. With the main channel pulling huge numbers, Moresidemen was struggling to keep up with content that felt fresh and exciting. They tried a bunch of games, trending challenges,
We need some milk.
and even revisited classics like GTA 5. But there was something missing. Something that could bring all the guys together in a way that felt fresh.
I'll explain what I've done here, boys.
It's a self-report.
It's not well.
Then, like an unexpected answer to their prayers, boom! Among Us hits the scene. The Among Us effect. At first, the Sidemen tried out Among Us just for fun. But it didn't take long to realize that this game was different. It wasn't just a game, it was a content goldmine. The mix of strategy, deception, and absolute chaos was perfect for the group dynamic that the Sidemen thrive on. Each game became this mini-story of accusations,
I knew it!
Oh my day!
betrayals, and hilarious reactions, which was exactly what the fans wanted to see. With every new Among Us video, views started skyrocketing. It was like a domino effect. People shared clips, fans made compilations, and suddenly, Moresidemen's audience was booming. They were pulling in more views than ever, sometimes hitting 20 million views on a single video. Within a few months, the channel had gained hundreds of thousands of new subscribers and cemented itself as the place for Among Us content. Behind the scenes, video process, and editing. So what goes into a Moresidemen Among Us video? You'd think they just hop on, play a game, and upload it, right? But there's a whole process behind the scenes to make sure that these videos are as entertaining as possible. First, they set up a Discord call, make sure everyone's mic is working, and then play multiple rounds to capture the funniest moments. They play for hours, knowing that it takes more than just a single round to get the right material. Each person brings something different. KSI's over-the-top accusations,
If you vote for me, I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God, it's on!
Ethan's unexpected sus moments,
Hold that!
You're actually dumb! You're fucking stupid!
Hold that!
Toby's calm explanations,
It's on you. It's on you. Killed him, locked the door, but why are you laughing?
Oh, fuck off free, man! Oh my days, bro!
and of course Vic and Harry bringing the absolute chaos. It's like the perfect recipe for comedy. The experience for guests is unmatched too. Calfreezy talks about his first-class experience recording Sidemen Among Us on a podcast.
Like, by the way, this was my experience. They treat me like a king. What happened was, I rocked up. Somebody meets me at the door. They go, come through to your setup. I was like, oh, okay, quite cool. And then they're like, oh, and we got you a breakfast.
This shows how much effort and money they put into a single gaming video, and explains why they've managed to stay relevant 10 years later, whereas many other YouTubers have fallen off. Once they've recorded, that's where the editor comes in. And this is where we've got to give massive respect. The Moresidemen's editor doesn't just cut out the boring parts and keep the action. He adds in zoom-ins, sound effects, split screens, pop-ups, and more subtle touches that make every moment even more intense and hilarious. Each time a Sidemen accuses another, you see these suspenseful cuts, sometimes close-ups of facial reactions or funny edits at the start of the video. The editor's touch is subtle, but adds so much to the viewing experience. It's fair to say the boys add a lot of entertainment to these gameplays. However, without the exceptional editing...
Oh, what? Wait, I'm dead!
Oh my god!
Wait, sorry boys, I'll see you later.
Someone's cleaning the bodies, or...
Among Us content wouldn't have been such great hits every single time. Chip Fat, the master of edits. A huge part of the Moresidemen Among Us success is down to this one key player, Chip Fat. He is an absolute wizard when it comes to edits, and let me tell you, his work is a huge reason these videos pull in millions of views. Chip Fat doesn't just edit, he creates an experience. His edits bring each moment to life in ways that we didn't even know we needed. He adds the perfect sound effects at just the right times. Adding these builds suspense and keeps the viewer engaged.
Yeah, hold that.
Then he'll throw in little graphics, suspenseful music, or even meme references that just amplify the humor or tension of the moment. And when arguments break out, which is all the time in Among Us, he splits the screen, making you feel like you're right there caught up in the chaos. His work is essential to Moresidemen's success. He brings continuity to the videos, capturing the personalities of each Sideman in ways that feel authentic. Fans might come for the gameplay, but they stay for the unique style that Chip Fat's editing brings. Honestly, he should get a diamond play button when Moresidemen hits 10 million at this point. Keeping it fresh, bringing in new guests. But of course, evolving doesn't stop with gameplay or editing. Another genius move from the Sidemen was bringing in new guests to keep the dynamic fresh. Among Us gave them a perfect opportunity to invite friends, fellow creators, and even celebrities to join in. It not only added new faces, but brought in new energies and unpredictable moments that made the videos even more entertaining. For these guests, it's usually an unforgettable experience. Imagine going up against KSI accusing you of being sus, or trying to outsmart Vic who's got every detail memorized. The guests get thrown right into the madness, and it's amazing to see how they react. And we, as viewers, get this brand new dynamic that keeps things from ever feeling repetitive. Plus, these guests bring their own fan bases, which helps the Sidemen reach even more audiences. It's a win-win that's fueled their rapid growth, especially on Moresidemen, where Among Us became a regular upload. The numbers and success. Having Chip Fat editing a masterclass for each video paid off. Big time. Since the Sidemen started making regular Among Us videos, Moresidemen saw subscriber counts go up by millions. They're pulling in millions of views per video consistently, and some of the biggest Among Us videos on the channel have tens of millions of views. It's reached a point where even people who didn't know the Sidemen are finding them through Among Us content. They've even promised fans a 2-hour Among Us video when they hit 9 million subs.
I've spoken to the boys and we have made a decision. Now, you will get a 2-hour Among Us episode when we hit 9 million subscribers. And then, at 10 mil...
The Sidemen didn't just grow the channel. They revitalized it and turned it into a second juggernaut for the Sidemen brand. At the end of the day, this story is about more than just a game. It's about evolution, creativity, and finding ways to stay fresh in an industry that's always changing. The Sidemen could have kept playing the same games and doing the same content, but instead, they jumped on an opportunity, let themselves have a little fun, and reap the rewards. Among Us didn't just save Moresidemen. It reminded all of us that there's always a way to bring new life into what you love doing. So remember, when you're stuck in a rut, whether on YouTube or anywhere else in life, sometimes it just takes a bit of fresh inspiration to bring you back to life. And for the Sidemen, that inspiration was a game of deception, a group of friends, a mastermind editor, and one amazing community.